Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. And once again, I don't expect you ever to draw this, but you might learn a few new tools. So I'm going to start with a square, holding down the control button. Then I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees, but I'm going to squish it with my two-sided arrow and make it kind of look like that. Now, I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate holding down the control button. And I'm going to put it like right there. We could actually nudge it probably a better way, but we're going to do something in here in a minute. Then I'm going to take a 2-point line and go from node to node. And I could use the Smart Fill tool, but I find it a lot easier because you should not be able to see that line or that line or that line. So we're going to take the Smart Fill tool now, and we're going to go with this gray. And then I'm going to take this blue, and I'm going to make this blue, and then I'm going to make this blue, but I'm going to hold down the control button with that blue, and I'm going to add a little white, make it a little bit different color. Now, here's kind of the secret to the whole thing, or the reason I decided to make the video. I grouped it together. And I'm going to take I still got a line there, so I'm going to take my parallel dimension tool and go from right there to right there, and I'm at 1.48. I want basically one every other one, so I'm going to go 1.48 times 2. Then I'm going to group this together, Control G, make a duplicate, and nudge it down. Now you can see that red line, but we can get rid of that in here in a second, or do it now. Put no out. Well, a lot of times you can't when it's a smart, there we go. And we need to go to Object, Order, Back of Page. I need to figure out a way. Maybe if I went up, let's try, you know what, I'm going to get rid of the outline on this one. Let's try going up. There we go. So you don't have to do that but one time. Now I would take, if you want to do this part, take that object and group and ungroup it together and get your gray and Control D and make a duplicate while holding down this corner and the Shift key to get a perfect square. We'll go ahead and make it black. And you kind of want it in the center of the page, so that's pretty much in the center because we held down the Shift. I'm going to hit the Shape tool. Now, I don't want to move it the same distance. I want to just move it down a little bit because I don't want it to have go through this. And then all we have to do is take away these lines that we shouldn't be able to see. And see, it actually created that new line. Whoop, got a little over anxious there. And that's it. Let's put a line between here. So we'll have a little separation. And then take our Smart Fill tool and we'll put blue on this one. And we'll get the eyedropper and do the same color here. Now the center, I'm just going to color it black. So I'm just going to take that square and go black. And there it looks like you have a box within it. Wow. So I need to go, see it disappear because the black, I'm going to go order, put the black on the back of the page and I'll get all of them. And then you could do a lot of other stuff. You could take this gray and I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to probably have to ungroup them all to do that. And then I'm going to take this gray, and you can see you got it. I'm going to use the interactive fill tool and make it like a shadow underneath there. And you'd want it even so you could turn here, and that's too much black. That's pretty good right there. Then what's so good about this, go over here to your attribute eyedropper, take a sample of that, and put it in those layers. You don't want to do the top one because the bottom ones act like there's something on top of it. Anyway, I hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.